Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another video. As I have been continuously scouring the internet and just coming across more and more of these interviews, whether it's the cast members, whether it's showrunners, whether it's executives, it's very interesting just how discombobulated and how disorganized and what a real mess that Disney has made of Lucasfilm and in this particular case, Star Wars. If you haven't watched it, check out my Tragedy of the Sequels video. It's a compilation of so many different interviews and thoughts by the different actors and stuff that really proves just how bad things really were and how much of a mess it really was. And they didn't really take care and take their time. So I found this other clip now. This one's quite short, but this is one I hadn't heard before, and I can't find a actual quality image of it. I don't know where it's from. I don't know if this is one of the ones from the BBC or who he was talking to, but Mark Hamill had this to say about The Force Awakens. Let's just watch this. This is just, again, this almost like my last video where I was talking about how Filoni was literally arguing with Favreau over whether or not Luke was actually a Jedi. It's just, this is the same kind of thing. So this is interesting because if you've ever seen any of Mark Hamill's tweets and things like that, because it's very much sort of counter to how he usually operates, and he's usually very careful not to say what he really thinks in this regard when it comes to social dynamics and women and men and all that type of stuff. So anyways, let's listen to this and we'll talk about what he's saying after.
Bravo for them to make Rey a orphan from the desert who discovers inner powers, inherits a robot with important information that leads to the destruction of the Death Star. It's fresh because it's a woman.
Okay, so that clip is extremely telling. Basically, he's saying you guys basically took everything you made me and you just made it a woman, and that's what makes it great. Now, for somebody who is all about like feminism and all those things on his Twitter, and this video I'm making is not a personal attack on Mark Hamill. I don't care. I'm just saying it's very interesting that he was totally open and honest about what he really thought about what they wrote. And it's interesting, too, that they did basically just take his arc and give it to her, except made her much more powerful, much more adept in the Force, didn't need love to win. She won with just sheer power. She also takes out, in the end, the villain that he helped take out with his father, Palpatine. And now, going forward, she's also going to be rebuilding his new Jedi Order. Isn't it just incredible? And, you reminds me of that photo we saw of that internet, whatever, webcast of the one writer there with the picture of Luke with him crossed out. And they literally, fully, deliberately took Rey and tried to replace Luke with Rey. That's literally what they did. And they're still doing it. And it's incredible. And Mark Hamill, I mean, he's laying it out as plain as day. This is a fact. You literally wrote the same basic character with really no differences whatsoever, other than just being really, really way powerful. Had the more or less same story be told. It's really sad. It's really a commentary on just the uselessness of the people making these movies and how silly they were and how petty that is. That's just petty, like, little kid stuff. Oh, I don't like that the main protagonist that everybody loves in Star Wars is a white man. We're gonna make her a girl, and of course it's a brunette with Kennedy and her self-inserts into everything. Some brunette chick that's just super OP and like knows everything and makes everybody else look like an idiot. It's just really sad. So let me just hear one more thing here for a sec.
Bravo for them to make Rey a orphan from the desert who discovers inner powers.
He says bravo to them. Like this is sarcasm at its peak. I love it.
Inherits a robot with important information that leads to the destruction of the Death Star. It's fresh because it's a woman.
It's fresh because it's a woman. Now, in a way, it's not exactly the same. I mean, the droid doesn't have plans to help them destroy the new Death Star, the Starkiller base. But, I mean, what he's saying is still basically true. And it's just, again, it's sad, it's ridiculous, and now she's going to take over the Jedi Order from him, from his Legends stories, and certainly what George Lucas intended. Anyways, you guys let me know in the comment section. I mean, Mark Hamill has his moments where he's really honest. Again, check out my Tragedy of the Sequels video. The amount of clips, and it's not just him, it's Daisy, it's all of them. It's the guy who played Hux, all the characters, Finn, John Boyega, they all are like, what? And even Adam Driver, in a very, very sort of dry humor, just makes fun of how stupid the whole thing is. So feel free to check that out. Let me know in the comment section what you think. This is just just keeps getting more sad the more I delve into things, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Check out any of my other videos, and have a really good day.